This is quite new to me, but still the second season already. I'm the test and reserve driver of Infinity Red Bull Racing, and I mean it's quite different comparing to the past where I used to be racing. So now I'm basically developing the car in the simulator a lot. This is now really important as we cannot test so much anymore like we used to do. So basically being in the simulator and trying to improve the car is my main job. And after that, obviously, I'm still attending all the Grand Prix in case something happens. I have to be ready to jump into the car. And apart from that, always a close work with the engineers, because even if I'm the reserve driver, I've got to be ready and know everything. It's like if I'm not testing, but I have to be ready in case something happens, just to jump in and do a good job. Yes, since now a few years we've got the Pirelli tires on the car, and it's definitely the most difficult thing to understand. I think most of the performance is down to the tires, to understanding the tires properly, and obviously the team did a great job last year, trying to get the car better, and in the end of the season winning so many races. So it's really important to keep understanding the tires properly. We will have a really hard test session here in Barcelona, and then next week again, just to try to get as many information as possible, because then when we go to Melbourne, we will not have any test left, and we will have to know as much as possible. It's a bit complicated to understand properly the tires, but let's say you try to understand the warm-up. Obviously when you go out with the tires, they are not really hot. So after a few laps, they get into temperature, and some of the tires can get into temperature really quickly or not. And then you have to look at the degradation, because in Formula One, you've got to stop and change the tires during the race. So obviously, if you can stop less than the other team, it's going to be a big advantage, because when you stop, you lose around 20 seconds. So it's always a compromise between obviously being really quick and competitive, but on the other hand, looking after the tires. I think it's going to be the key again, just to understand the tires properly, because it's been already like that last year, and Pirelli came with something a little bit different this year, softer compound, so they should even, let's say, do less kilometers before we've got to change them. So it's going to be important, like I said, to be quick, but also, to look after the tires and try to keep them alive as long as possible. Yes, I think it's going to be a very exciting season. The rules did not change much. The only different thing is going to be the tires. They are a little bit different comparing to last year. So it's definitely going to be quite close, because now everyone starts to know what we have to do to be quick. And at the first test in Jerez, it was really difficult to say, okay, this team is quicker than this other team. So everyone is really packed, and let's say small things are going to make the difference.